and gentlemen, our vice presidents, our senior members of the Rainbow Coalition, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Zimbabweans, I stand before you as the nominated presidential candidate for the People's Rainbow Coalition, PRC. PRC, amongst its core values, has the liberation struggle, selfless sacrifices and courage of our forebearers and compatriots who contributed in different ways for the attainment of our national independence. Our story of the liberation struggle cannot be complete without paying great respect to the collective will and determination of revolutionary cadres, detainees, restrictees, and other freedom fighters. In our collective way, we fought for one man, one vote. We fought for land, racial discrimination, suppression of women, children, people living with disabilities, to name but just a few. We fought to build a democratic and legitimate government that is based on popular support, founded on the basis of participatory democracy, which can only be achieved through free, fair, and credible elections. As PRC, we stand on the firm foundation that Zimbabwe should be a land of equal opportunities for all who call it home, not for few selected individuals or a group. That's the essence of democracy, and that's why Zimbabwe paid the ultimate price for the attainment of our national independence. As PRC, we note the current political developments in our country. We are, however, heartened by the assurances given during these present political developments that condemns violence and encourages peace. We therefore urge Zimbabweans that the observation of the rule of law be the cornerstone of our conduct as we seek to revive our constitutional democracy. We are at a time that peace is the only realized, or can only be realized, through maximum restraint and constructive exchange of ideas as Zimbabweans. Going forward, as PRC believes that present political developments require collective engagement and national dialogue of all critical stakeholders in our country. Beyond political actors, it should also include faith-based organizations, workers' movements, civil society, and students' movement. For the success of such collective engagement and dialogue, there is no doubt that we are in need of transitional arrangement that should attend to key issues of economic recovery and electoral reform processes. Our country's reconstruction and national healing process can only be a product of free, fair, and credible elections, which are to be held within a reasonable time post an agreed transitional agreement period. PRC believes that free, fair, and credible elections can only be achieved through an enabling environment, both during the current and registration exercise for one to register to vote and to actually voting process itself. National elections are the backdrop of every celebrated constitutional democracy. It therefore follows that such elections should be observed and supervised by the African Union, SADC, electoral Pan-African institutions, civil society, local electoral agencies, and the international community under the auspices of the United Nations. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen and members of the press, what divides us as a nation is smaller than what binds us. We ought to be bound by ideological underpinnings of social democracy, Pan-Africanism, decolonial thought and principles of a modern democratic developmental state. It's time to reflect as we seek to rebuild and reconstruct our beautiful country, our great Zimbabwe. Together we can make our country great. May God bless Zimbabwe. May God bless us all. I thank you.
Okay. Here we are. What I'm going to do as a management process of thought flowing, I'm going to take 3 questions at a time to the point we deem that we have taken sufficient questions. First with you.
Thank you, sir. Hello, ma'am. You see me okay? I hope you can hear me. I'm Rob.
Introduce yourself, your mid-house, and speak louder.
Rob Cilliers from Associated Press Television News. Ma'am, could you give us an indication as to when, ideally, you'd like the election process to take place?
Unfortunately, I'm not the one who set dates. But once everything else is followed to the, corrective, end, surely elections have to be called for, because that's what people are expecting to do.
Yes, my brother.
I'm delighted for obedience. I have to say that Madam Yakato, a plan for a transition of government in Zimbabwe.
I'm just hearing it from you, and it's important that you are also briefing me.
Master freelance. You talk about the transitional process. What form do you see it taking if that is what you're pushing for?
Whatever a leader has to do, it has to come from the group. You have to discuss about it. It mustn't be an individual plan. If that is what is going to come, we have to agree as to leaders of the people, because we believe in people's, minds, in what people would expect us to do. So whatever we are going to do, it has to be people-driven.
But do you have an idea of what form it will take, or should take?
If I do have it, it's mine. It has to agree with what people want.
Right, my brother.
Sarah Snara, Al Jazeera. Madam, what is your take on the current happenings that the military effectively is running the country?
No comment.
Blessing.
Yes, Blessed Mnangagwa, Newsday. You have worked with President Robert Mugabe. Knowing the man and having had a relationship with him for that long, do you think that what has happened to him is justified?
No comment.
My name is Susan from AFP. Have you had any contact, direct contact from either the former president, Vice President Mnangagwa, or from President Mugabe himself, or anyone from the militia?
Not as yet, since 1st December 2014, up to date.
Neither of them?
Neither of them.
Probably I'll take the last round of 3 questions. How would I go, those who haven't spoken before? I know Blessed is saying yes, 1.
Yeah, my name is Stanley Kwenda. I'm from BBC. I just wanted to check, are you aware of anything that might be taking place today? Obviously, Zimbabweans at the moment are worried with what they might wake up to tomorrow. Do you have any idea of what you might expect to wake up to tomorrow?
You know, my position at the moment is that I am getting everything from the press. So please do give us the correct position, because we are saving a lot of our souls, including mine.
Yes, my sister. Your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Audrey Chimanda from ANN7. Ma'am, do you think the current situation in Zimbabwe right now is a situation where Zimbabwe can solve its own problems without any intervention from either the regional blocs or any other interference from outside?
Once Zimbabweans decide on what to do, I think that will be the issue that will follow. Because right now we haven't said. You're seeing me as a leader from PRC. I haven't heard what is taking place with other opposition parties. But once that takes place, for sure, we'll brief you as to what will be taking place.
Last but not least, for the second time, Blessed.
Yes, I just have two questions. In your statement, you did not condemn what has happened. And it appears that you are welcoming it because you are talking about them bringing a transitional government. So are you welcoming the recent developments in Zimbabwe's political sphere? That's the first.
What does it mean to be Zimbabwean? To be Zimbabwean is to carry the mark of leadership. And leadership begins when you embrace your purpose and take responsibility. These times we're living in are evidence that each one of us was born in this generation for a great purpose. A purpose to shape Zimbabwe's future, a responsibility to carry the promise and live in the Zimbabwe we want. Zimbabwe is waiting for a generation of people who understand the meaning of standing up. You are the stepping stone, the one with the flame of inspiration, the one with the passion, the one who has what it takes to move Zimbabwe forward. It's time to stand up and do what is right. It's time to rise and do your part. It's beyond a privilege. It's an inheritance, a pledge that everyone has to make. So rise, Zimbabwe. Simuka, Zimbabwe. Pakama, Zimbabwe. It's time to pledge, register, and go vote. What does
Let me deal with your first one. Read my statement. Thank you.
To that effect, on that point, through our media department, Mr. Simba, may we invite all your emails for the purpose that you should immediately, as we are here, email the statement that has been read, lest we might misquote each other, since it has been read out to the members of the press. The second one.
The issue on Saturday, all war veterans are meeting to make a way forward for Zimbabwe. As a war veteran, have you been invited and would you be attending that meeting? And when you talk about Zimbabweans meeting to discuss, where are they going to meet? Because you are saying that we have not yet said, once we sit, we'll let you know. So where are you going to be meeting with who?
Unfortunately, I'm not one of the organizers. True, I'm a war veteran. Yes, when I'm invited, why not? I'll join them. Because I also have to hear what they are going to say.
Thank you very much, our esteemed members of the press. Thanks for the time that you have taken to come here. You are much appreciated. Thank you.
This livecast has been powered by ZimdiTv News, a division of Sly Media Productions, specialists in social media streaming and in-house TV productions.